money machine going brr. Chairman Powell, he ain't playing, it's a blur. Gotta follow the data, ain't no time to air. Watch him speak now, with that Tom Crown flair. Yeah, Chairman, he's the captain of the crew. Navigating through the markets, knowing what to do. Federal Reserves in control, making moves. Keeping that money flowing so the economy can groove. Chairman Powell, making paper every hour. Chairman Powell, he got that money power. Data on his side, watch him rise and devour. Yeah, he's the chairman of the board, making moves that empower.
What up, everybody? Today is the second best thing to the FOMC. Sadly, I couldn't make it. It was the first FOMC we missed in years. Couldn't make it to the one this month. Probably due to the election. They changed it to Thursday. That was my flight to Dubai. You know the story. But we are live here for the minutes. And in just 8 minutes now, we will have the notes, the secrets, whatever it is they talked about behind closed doors, the things that we aren't usually privy to, and we like to follow them. We like to follow them, break them down here with the help of AI, ChatGPT. Of course, we look for the data, Tillin, but alas, there is no data, my friends. I'm glad you joined us. Let's get this stream hyped up. It won't be as long as we usually go, but we're going to break these down for you, maybe take a look at some charts, and then we're going to be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. East. By the way, guys, I'm doing well. Today is much easier than yesterday. Yesterday was a nightmare. Quit vaping, for those of you who aren't aware, weren't here for yesterday's stream. I had that big announcement. Doing well. I'm going to make this stream not just about that. We're going to stick to the FOMC, and let's just pray things go well, right? I have a poll going. Do you think this is going to be hawkish, dovish, nothing burger, or I don't know, chirpow? I don't know, chirpow is usually the answer. Could we get a chirpow in chat? Just all caps. Give me that chirpow, my friends. A chirpow. Unfortunately, there won't be any chirpows because this is just the notes. We're going to have to tune in. I believe it's December 20th is the last one of the year. Is it the 20th? We'll have to double check. We have less than 5 minutes, so maybe we'll let's look at some corn here quick. I do have marked on the chart, as always, when this comes out, that is the dotted line here. We do tend to see volatility, but certainly not the same volatility that we get during the actual meetings. But it's fun to watch. We turn something that's not so interesting into something at least a little bit enjoyable for the fam. So Bitcoin has moved lower. I was looking for any kind of bounce here, and if you were here yesterday, you probably remember me talking about this. We had lower highs, a flat bottom, and I said, honestly, this is not good. This is usually a pattern that breaks to the downside. We have been so bullish lately that maybe it doesn't. Maybe we need to start kind of ignoring them. Apparently not. The corn says, when I give you something bearish, my friend, pay attention. That broke to the downside. The damage here is still not crazy. Not really that big. We were looking for somewhere between 89.9 and 91,000. There was a lot of reason, confluence, logic, really, to be looking at these levels. Let's zoom out. Yeah, there's a little bit of the retracement here. Still not at those levels. What do you think, guys? Are we going deeper? At this point, kind of bouncing here seems random to me. Seems very random. There's nothing here. It's kind of knifey. Maybe that's what we get. Something that I, again, do not like. Similar to yesterday's high. Check this out. Today's high on the candle, back testing that 95,000 mark, trading lower. Not great. Not super bullish yet. It does seem to me that we're going to be looking for at least a little bit more of a discount here. But I don't think it's anything to worry about. We've moved in such a dramatic way in November, man. From November's low all the way to 100K, 50%. This has got to be one of the biggest monthly candles that Bitcoin has seen in a very long time. Certainly by the dollar amount, this is a $22,000 candle, and that's down almost 7K from the high. But more importantly, 31%. Last time we saw that, maybe February of last year. Before that, January of last year. Man, it's like bear market bottom, start of the new year, actually. Q1. So really, kind of how I'm viewing this now is no matter what happens, likely Q1 is going to bring us some sweet, sweet goodies. And you guys probably remember me talking, I don't think that the most bullish path was 100K before Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, I think that is a better route for us. I said that going to the Thanksgiving dinner, going to Christmas, and 100K Bitcoin, everything's euphoric, everyone's stoked. You tell your family jumps in. That is the recipe for price to just get nuked, right? So I think this is a more bullish setup. Getting the retracement in before, I think we have a lot of ground below us that still keeps us in that bullish territory. This is really, if you think about it, it really still looks just like last year, doesn't it, at this time? This is almost the exact same move. I guess the question is, I've been pointing this out for a while. The question is this the move? Is this the 99? Is this like what we're seeing here? Kind of looks like it. Or is this the 100 move? Is this 100K? This is the problem with fractals. It really is up to a lot of interpretation, how you view it, how you want to see it. Either way, guys, this is like really exactly what we saw last year. Look at the timing. November 11th, 23. This was just into the beginning of December. Honestly, I don't know what happens next. I could ask my crystal ball, but I think it looks something like this. I don't think that we're done here. I don't think that we've escaped this pattern. It has fit so closely all of October into November, and here we are. It's kind of cool. I'd like to see what you guys think. But we have now only 3 minutes until these notes come out. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get a Chair Powell in here. I think I fixed the audio, by the way.
Chairman Powell, he ain't playing, this a blur. Gotta follow the data, ain't no time to air. Watch him speak now with that Tom Crown flair. Yeah, Chairman, he's the captain.
Sounds good.
Navigating through the markets, knowing what to do.
Let's go.
Federal reserves in control, making moves. Keeping that money flowing so the economy can groove. Chairman Powell, making paper every hour. Chairman Powell, he got that money power. Data on his side, watch him rise and devour. Yeah, he's the chairman of the board, making moves that empower.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It is 1:58. We have a little bit less than 90 seconds till the notes are out. We're going to break them down, digest them for you. We're going to do our best. In that time, please, could you subscribe? I see Doug Wilson subscribed. What a Chad. Could you make sure you've hit the like button? We have like 1,000, 1,200, 1,300 live viewers. We have like 100 likes, guys. That is rookie numbers. What's up, Tomek? I see you, my friend. Tomek Budzinski. Great name. Wonderful name. Oliver became a member. Nice, Oliver. Make sure you guys have joined the Discord. Check out the links in the video description below. By the way, Black Friday sales right now are actually meaningful in this space. You can get 70% off your trading view. That's huge. I think 𝐒𝐴LGO offering very deep discounts on Black Friday sales as well. Our sponsor, check them out. And our new partner exchange, BYDFI, still offering 15% on deposits there as bonus. That's a crazy offer. It won't stick around. Use my links and you'll get into our VIP group in Discord, which has just been remodeled. It's looking very good. It got a glow up. Here we go. I'm going to be using cryptocraft.com. It is a free site. They do a really good job of up-to-the-minute crypto kind of updates. Certainly isn't the most pretty site. I complained to them. I said, guys, you got to make this look better. This looks not so good. But the data is good. It's better than Chair Powell's data, some would say. All right, 2 minutes, 0 minutes. This should be updating very, very soon. This usually gets it right away. Let's see. I'm refreshing. You're refreshing. We're all refreshing. Ooh, apparently Biden is speaking in 30 minutes. Anybody care about that? I don't care. Little stream glitch. It's glitching? TradingView scams so hard. How is TradingView scamming you? In what way is TradingView scamming you? Huh. Well, CryptoCraft is being a diggler. That's okay. Because we can just go to the site. Fed minutes. Minutos. Meeting calendars. Here we go. don't know why I didn't just do this to start. Let's go to the minutes HTML right off their site. You messed up, Cryptocraft. You messed up. Is this it? Okay, this is the whole thing. We are going to use ChatGPT here because honestly, this is way too much to read. We'd be here all day reading. And I wouldn't even know what I've read if I narrated this to you live. So hold up here. I'm going to feed the first segment into ChatGPT, our assistant. And that is developments in the financial markets and open market committees. Hold tight. Sounds exciting. I'll help you. Here we go. So on the publish here, Bitcoin was very, very low time frame, moving down into the minutes publish. Here we go. A little bit of reversal on the 1 minute. The dollar taking a little dive here as ChatGPT prepares these notes for us. Here we are. Here it goes. Let's go. Biden. Is Biden still president? Is that I think that's I feel like that's a rumor. I feel like that's a hoax. I don't think he's really president still. Almost done generating this first section. It's doing it in bullet points. I don't like bullet points that much, but I'll read them to you anyway. Financial markets overview. Treasury yields significant rise in nominal yields driven by strong data and expectations of, oh, come on, ChatGPT. There's like 70 pop-ups. I should just pay for this. Expectations of a slower pace of monetary easing. Short term boosted by real yields and inflation compensation, while the long term mainly influenced by real yields. Now, I guess not as much inflation compensation. Broad indices rose for equity markets, reflecting economic resilience. Volatility, or the VIX, initially climbed pre-election, but dropped post-election. Let's see if that's true. It's probably true. Let's pull up the VIX. Yeah, all right. All right, the election was this third. All right, yeah, climbing VIX. All right, ChatGPT, you've been fact-checked. Climbing VIX into an election, we had a certain uncontested outcome. Boom, VIX drops. That makes sense. That all adds up. Back to our little chart here. Dollar showing some weakness here as you, me, and everyone else continue to unwrap this minutes release. This just came out 3 minutes ago. We're summarizing it right here for you with charts. Let's get into the next section. Balance sheet policy. Nope, wait. Federal funds rate path. Market projections adjusted higher, showing reduced downside risks. Most expect 25 BPS cut in November and December, though long-term outlook remains uncertain. I think we're still expecting 25 BPS in December, so that's spot on. Balance sheet policy. Expectations for balance sheet runoff shifted to mid-2025 with continued reductions alongside rate cuts. Policies. I kind of want this more in front of me. You guys can just see the notes. It's not like these are secret. Let's do this. There we go. Balance sheet. I lost my thing. Expectations for balance sheet runoff mid-2025 with continued reductions alongside rate cuts. Policies on rates and the balance sheet are seen as complementary. International and currency developments. Decline in policy rate expectations in most advanced economies, except for Australia and the UK. US dollar reached a yearly high, influenced by wider interest rate differentials. Money market dynamics, stable unsecured overnight rates. Repo markets experienced quarter-end volatility due to treasury settlements and reporting constraints. Corn doesn't seem to really care about this yet. Maybe it's about to make a move. Dollar apparently not liking what it's hearing. Not liking what it's hearing here. Maybe the dollar is farther along in the summary than we are. Yeah. Come back notes. Standing repo was used minimally, but performed as expected. Awesome. Seems very stable. It seemed very, not spicy. We'll see. On RRP facility usage dropped by 140 billion, attributed to increased treasury build supply. Participation became less concentrated among large users. Balance sheet considerations. Is he speaking English? I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of this, I'm just like, this is kind of going in one ear out the other. Sounds like more rate cuts, says Michael Norris. That so far, that's all I've really gotten from this. I haven't gotten anything super telling outside of that. Is like they expect and everyone expects another cut in December. I mean, that by itself is something, right? We are seeing Bitcoin on the 5-minute take a liking to these notes. The dollar showing a little weakness here. Hopefully the technically jargony stuff is done soon. Oh wait, that was it. That was the first like rate. It was the first page. Monitoring potential impacts on federal debt limit, reinstatement on reverse balance sheet runoffs. So ChatGPT does like a really boring summary of this. So here's what we're going to do actually. Grok. I'm going to give props to Grok here. You know, Elon Musk and I, sometimes I'm not a huge fan of what he says or what he does, but this Grok seems way better, and it's mostly because it's looking at Twitter. It's looking at tweets. Info now available. Now available. It looks at tweets and it like factors this in, and it can get like more real-time information. Available since the minutes were published. 7 minutes ago. Here we go. ChatGPT does a really bland, dry way of doing it. Let's see what Grok does. Grok usually has a better grip. Okay. Here's an updated summary based on the latest information regarding the Federal Reserve's 2024 FOMC notes. I gotta wait till it finishes to see if it says that this is like current. These points are from the November 2024 FOMC minutes. Suggests that the Federal Reserve, okay, it seems to think that these are good. Economic context. Economic indicators suggested that spending and production growth were modest. Inflation was still above the Fed's target of 2%. Interesting, with few signs of abating pressures, indicating a continued focus on managing inflation. You guys know I was on a plane for this, then in Dubai. I did not really get to catch up. Is that what we is that what they said? That we're still above the 2% target? I mean, I would believe it because we are, but I'm surprised that they would say it. The FOMC decided to maintain the federal funds rate at target. Wait, no, they already cut. They cut from 5.25 to 5.5. They cut to 5 to 5.25. Did they not? Weird. A cautious approach amongst economic recovery and inflationary concerns. The minutes would likely discuss the rationale for this. They did? Interesting. You might be having a seizure. You might be having a seizure. You don't understand anything this man's reading. Dude, it's the FOMC notes. This is like the most human, just like non-jargon you can get on this already. It's super jargony. Markets highlighted a tightening of financial concerns and elevated volatility. Fed operations and the impacts of these conditions were likely a significant part of the discussion. Yes, I believe that. Fed reaffirmed its commitment to achieving its dual mandate. Of course it did. Emphasis on maintaining public trust through adherence to high ethical standards, which might be reflected in discussions about policy transparency and decision making. Yep. It would be beneficial to touch on how the minutes reflect on the economic condition. Yeah, there is a... Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe this is why. The FOMC reduced federal funds rate. Okay, it was just having a stroke. You're right. It reduced by 25 points to 4.5 to 4.75. Okay, I thought I was going crazy there. Continuing the interest rate cutting cycle that began in September. Thank you, Grok. Despite the rate cut, FOMC remains vigilant about inflation. They believe it is moving towards 2% target. Okay, that adds up. There's a consensus for gradual normalization of rates, with some members open to pausing or even accelerating rate cuts depending on economic data, which they don't have. The labor market has shown signs of easing, with unemployment rates increasing slightly but remaining low. This development was acknowledged in the minutes, reducing the decision to adjust rates to manage economic balance. FOMC continues reducing its holdings of U.S. Treasury securities and agency-backed securities with adjustments to the monthly cap, indicating a nuanced approach to balance sheet management. And the dollar is not liking this at all. The dollar down 0.11% since these notes have been published. Bitcoin marginally gaining, but it's very, very little, about 0.5%. Post-election neutrality, Jerome Powell reiterated the apolitical stance of the Fed, which he has done an amazing job at. You don't have to think he's done a good job as the Fed chair. You don't have to think he's made the right decisions. The one thing Chair Powell does is he does not take a side when it comes to the questions and answers. He does not point the finger. He just keeps it fed, and I like that about him. Technical adjustments. There's mention of a possible technical adjustment to the reverse repo rate by 5 BPS. Interesting. Not a lot there. Not a lot there. Suggests that the Federal Reserve is actively managing monetary policy to respond to blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we get it. We get it. I don't think it's going to resign. Your brain just exploded and you're now drooling. Well, you are really good at typing for having a brain that's exploded. How does commodities like this? Good question. Let's pull up gold. S&P 500... up then down. Dollar just down. Bitcoin pretty much just up. Stocks up then down. Now back to roughly where they started. Let's get gold up here. What's gold doing? Go 1400. Oh, these are all different. Son of a. Change this to US. New York time, baby. There we go. Gold up. Okay, so gold and Bitcoin, I would say the most mirroring of each other, at least at this point. At this point. S&P roughly in the middle. Gold here, though. Since 1400, following that path of the Bitcoin. I'll move this up so you can see it. No, not like that. Move chart back. Move chart back. Interesting, because gold and Bitcoin have not really been doing the same tango. Kind of spicy to see them maybe retangoing here. From that 1400 on the publish of these notes, we see both Bitcoin and gold putting in a swing low and then moving higher, moving to a high at least versus the publish, a pullback and a lower high for now. These are tracking well together, while the dollar doing almost the exact opposite here. If we invert that chart, looks a lot more like gold and Bitcoin, but the dollar hitting lower lows, maybe retaking that now and looking to return to the median, basically where it started from. We see that happen a lot. Stocks just being volatile. I don't think stocks really care for this news. They broke high and then broke low and now are sitting lower. So stocks may be following more like the dollar at this moment. Remember, guys, this is very zoomed in. This is not something to, I don't know, take long-term positions based on, make big assumptions. No, nothing like that. Look at the bigger picture here. It is interesting that we saw up, but even compared to the previous hour, not a lot of up there. Really just not more down. The hour did close kind of at support here. I don't like that it's retested after a lower high. I'm not seeing that bullish energy quite yet. Let's see. 1 minute slowly rolling over here. RSI building some bullish divergence on the 1 minute. Okay. All right. Not excited yet. 5 minute rolling over. Very nice. Higher low here with a lower low in RSI. We have bull div. Bullish divergence for the corn. Right there at the publish of those notes. Going to the 15 minute. Really the same picture that we've seen on the 1 and 5. We see money flow looking to move positive here. Rolling over very slowly. You do not get that same divergence though. Higher low, higher low. Kind of neutral RSI there on the 15. 30 minute very slowly. All these low time frames are looking to roll back positive, but they're not quite there yet. Nothing there on the 30. RSI smashed down. This is not what I like to see. RSI on the hour stuck under the 50 line. Honestly, since Saturday, really struggling to put in that bullish RSI that we like. During the rally, we were very much staying above 50, holding 50, and now back down to the bottom here. Need to see that pull up. Need to see some moves bring us back to that bullish trend. The 4 hour though. 4 hour with a very deep hit on momentum, getting a green dot. Still in a bearish engulfing candle for the 4 hour. These wicks though, man. These wicks are savage. This 4 hour wick up to 95. Back down. We only have 43 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. Definitely I'd like to see some progress made. Where did this day open even? Let's throw this on the chart. 93,000 daily open here. Wick high to 95. It would be good to see at least a close the daily in a smaller candle versus the day before. That might suggest some momentum chilling out. RSI back out of overbought. We were talking about potentially looking to close, I must have missed this, close perpetual long positions as soon as that day returned or fell out of overbought. Let's see. That was in between Saturday and Sunday. In between Saturday and Sunday. That signal was good. I wish I would have closed mine. I didn't fully close it. You guys did see me take some profits on the bigger long I had open. At the time, felt really crappy. I was like, man, I just closed at the bottom. We're just going to keep running. But not looking so bad now. These felt very bad in real time. Closed some at 95, closed some at like 97 or something. Not feeling so bad now. Realized actually it was more about 4K profit because we were down 800 and 900. Still almost 4K unrealized. I don't know how I feel about it though. Should have closed more, right? Up here I was like, I shouldn't have closed any. Now I'm like, I should have closed more. Funny how that happens. How the tides change. The long that I ripped open on BYDFi, our new exchange partner, now down 10%. I just ripped it market ordered long like back here. We round tripped this, guys. Lesson here, do not round trip leverage. When you're up in a leverage position, you should look to close profits like I did with the bigger trade. This one I'm kind of just leaving open till it liquidates or runs. Here we go. Bitcoin definitely not giving the strength that I was hoping to see on the stream, but that's okay. Dollar picking up, gold and Bitcoin both kind of just beginning to fall here. Stocks taking the biggest beating. Interesting. Interesting. Is what it is. We got 2,200 people here. Hell yeah. Hells yeah, fam. We have been live almost every single day, and I thank you all for being here every single day. Love you, fam. What's the chances we go lower? Probably pretty good, to be honest. I don't think we're going anywhere that is going to be really bad for the chart. But man, we did a lot of upside moving without really any pulling back. Without any pulling back. You gotta have the, you gotta pull back. You gotta move backwards to move upwards, right? If we want those fib extensions, right? We want to target a high. If we want big fib extensions to the upside, we gotta have pullbacks, right? If you don't have any pullbacks, you don't get big upside targets. It's just like that bow and arrow. You pull the bowstring back. The further you pull it back when you let it go, the more force it can fly forward with. I'm still pretty convinced we're just looking at this, though. What do you guys think? You think this is reasonable? I think this is this is reasonable. I think we're just doing this. Whether we are right here in this or right here in this, I don't know. I think that's open to interpretation. But I still think we are roughly just mirroring November of last year. November of last year. Yeah. Whoa, that's spooky. I did not plan that. Check that shit out. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Oh, Joe, look at that. That is spicy AF. That it hit within, God, like $100, 0.1%. Wild. Microstrategy. I'll pull up Microstrategy. We are going to be live again tomorrow, guys. 1 p.m. East, so an hour earlier than we were today. I just wanted to go live for the Chirpow. I saw it this morning and realized that we didn't get to do the FOMC, so we had to do the notes. And that's why we went live. This is kind of unplanned. Microstrategy. Let's see where it is on the week. 333, that previous all-time high. Gonna be an interesting place maybe to look to jostle a position. We absolutely called the high there. If anyone took profit at 540, well done. Very well done. 333. So this here's how I would look at this chart. 333. There is logic of some kind. There's some evidence here that 333 could be an entry. I don't think that this is the entry though. This is the very aggressive entry. If you think MicroStrategy is going to rip back up to new highs like this month or next month, you might be looking for this bounce play, right? 333 back to 540 at minimum. Maybe you break that, you go for these bigger extensions. Here's the problem. I think that's way too aggressive. I think MicroStrategy is going to, maybe in a more healthy look to make a real retracement, probably similar to Bitcoin in this sense. That might put it closer to $200. And that's why I'm going to kind of ear away from the 333 entry. That might be it. And if this is uber bullish, that's probably the only entry. I think you're going to have something a little bit more relaxed. MicroStrategy made way bigger gains than even Bitcoin. We say even Bitcoin retraces. Even Bitcoin needs to cool down sometimes. MicroStrategy went from $100, and this is post-split, don't worry. It's all the same math. Went from $100 to $540. 436% since August. In retrospect, or in comparison, Bitcoin went from, for the sake of math, 50K to 100K. It only 2x'd in that time. To see MicroStrategy make a deeper retracement, or especially just kind of back to its previous high here, I think makes a lot of sense. There's no way to know if that will come, if that is in the cards, but this is a classic. This is a classic technical move. Resistance, support, higher low, move up, back here. And if you remember, this is even the analysis we were looking for Bitcoin before 95K hit. A lot of you were probably around for this. I wasn't a bear. You can be a bull and still reasonably expect pullbacks. But we were looking for this on the corn. I kind of gave up on it after a while. Maybe I'll just pull up this chart, the one we were working on. Is it this one? Kind of gave up on it because we were dicking around 100 for so long. Yeah, this is on the main chart right here. As soon as we broke March's high, we were looking for 95K. I said 95K would be a really logical place to see the first pullback after an expansive move, right? We dicked around at 100K so long that I kind of lost sight of that. But this is still on the chart. 95K back to 73.7. I'm not saying that has to happen. This would just be a clean technical resistance flip to support. If we continue to see selling, this is likely where we're going to find a bounce. It's just a hard sell, because I know if I say this, people are going to sell all their corn right now or short and expect that 73. The problem is we're in a bull market. You don't usually get clean moves like this. More likely is you kind of, for no reason, stop selling off, you get a wick and you move higher. Then you end up buying higher just to buy into that next retracement, and we just continue on. So this would mirror on MicroStrategy, long story short, the same move, MicroStrategy back to 200. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. Total crypto market cap, maybe doing the same thing. It's a little bit less exaggerated here, but returning to that previous all-time high on total crypto market cap. A nice healthy pullback. I think that can set you up for a much more powerful upside run. Awesome. We're going to be live again tomorrow. We haven't been live that long, but we're going to cut this one short, I know. It's a crime. We shouldn't do it, but we will. I want you to join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. It's free, boys. If you sign up with any of the links in the video description below, it doesn't matter what they are, any of the affiliate links, you will get into our VIP group in Discord. It's a hell of a deal. Absolutely a hell of a deal. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like, join us tomorrow. And we're going to have a normal stream, normal length. We're going to be doing the analysis. We're going to be taking requests. We're going to be hitting all the stuff that you guys want to hit. You know what? Just as a little bonus, because we still have 2,000 people here. Hell yeah, fam. 300 likes, so let's get that up to 1,000. Bonus here, just checking in on a lot of charts I know you want to see. ADA still beneath resistance. 114 acting rather spicily. We do have an entry placed. We'll go over that more tomorrow. Same with XRP. XRP is XLM. Pulling back. Fading underneath that 50-cent target. We do have an entry that we have scoped out. We'll share it. We'll look into it again tomorrow. Solana. Woo, Solana. The first one to actually hit one of our entries. Solana back to 222. We said that's the more aggressive long position. Fingers crossed for anyone who took that. I didn't even notice that. Doge maybe breaking its flag. Tezos. Actually, yeah, no comment on Tezos yet. MPC back to entry. We're just doing these quick. SNEC up in space, man. SNEC is not. Hasn't gone anywhere. XRP. Not a big change there, but we did hit 160 LFG. LFG 160. We'll update more on that tomorrow. Litecoin. Walking it back, my friend. Walking it all the way back. Chill guy, whatever. Chill guy's chilling. Ethereum rejecting, it looks like, from 3,500. AVAX looking okay. DOT, same thing. We're seeing a lot of these coins. Long story short, we'll go more into this tomorrow, but a lot of these coins hitting monthly major overhead resistances, and now maybe coming back to the entries we've placed during this run, the ones that felt impossible. We might be getting some sweet discounts if you've got enough confidence, enough balls, to be honest, to accept those discounts. All right, fam, that's all we've got. Join us tomorrow. I'll catch you soon. Brown out.